Hey guys, Super the Rage here. Hope you're having a fantastic day, and welcome to my breakdown, reaction, whatever, of the new Death Stranding trailer that we just got at the Game Awards. So, if you don't know, Death Stranding is a game by I believe Hideo Kojima, uh, which is who is the basically who was the driving force behind all the story elements and weird stuff that was in Metal Gear Solid. And he famously had the split with Konami, and he was like, "Well, I want the game made this way," and Konami was like, "No, fuck you, we're gonna make it this way." And so he was like, "All right, if you're gonna fuck over my game, I'm gonna leave." But he had money to leave, so he could do that. So he's been making his own game, and he's been very cryptic about it. It's just like weird things and a lot of the same images, like over and over again, right? And finally, we're getting like more than just like a weird 5 second trailer, I guess. Now we're getting. I don't know if there's actual gameplay or what. I just heard that it was out, and I decided to like hold off on viewing it, and I decided to look at it with you guys, just so you can see my reaction, because there's probably gonna be some moments where I go, "What the fuck is this?" Like, because if you don't know, famously you have fuck, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but Daryl, the guy that plays Daryl Dixon in The Walking Dead, Norman Reedus is in this game. He is the main character. Well, not Norman Reedus as Norman Reedus, but Norman Reedus is like, the playing the main character in this game. And the last time we saw him, he was like on a beach, naked, with a shell necklace, and like holding a fetus, and it's like, what the fuck? So yeah, it's nobody knows what this game is gonna be yet. Like, there's not even talking about like gameplay or anything. It's just been really weird. But let's go ahead and take a look and see if maybe we'll get some actual gameplay now. Do its
There was an explosion, a bang which gave birth to time and space.
Yeah, that's Norman Reedus talking.
Once there was an explosion, a bang which set a planet spinning in that space. Once there was an explosion, a bang which gave rise to life as we know it. And then came the next explosion.
Huh. Okay, so Norman Reedus is like a worker guy? Yeah, he's wearing like some kind of uniform. Some kind of suit. Some kind of wasteland or something? What is this? Okay. So, environmental disaster, or is he on a different planet? What's the deal here? What's going on? I don't know. That ass though. So it looks like, yep, this guy's straight up dead. I'm guessing that's another one of his team. Yeah, they look like they were part of some kind of research team. They look like scientists, like explorers. Oh, he's so dead. There is no way. Dude, shoot him in the head now. There's no way you're getting him out of there.
Shit, they're here.
They? Who's they? What is going on here? Dude, you can't save him.
Sam!
Shut up. Don't even breathe.
Did that guy just get old? Yeah, because that guy had like black hair, and now he's got like gray hair. What the fuck? Oh, so they have this little thing that tells them about the invisible enemy. That's cool. I hope that's a big mechanic. That'd be neat. Oh, that's creepy. It makes me think of Darkest Night, I think was the name of the movie, where like the aliens came down, but they were invisible, but you could see them because they would like set off electricity. They generated an EM field. It was cool. It was a decent movie. I mean, it was highly underfunded. If it was funded more, it probably would have been better, but not bad. What the hell? Oh, so that's a body. What the fuck is going on here? I have no idea what this is. So is this like the opening cinematic? I feel like this would be the opening cinematic of the game because of the way they set it up. Oh, mama. So can they only see like through Okay, so he's telling him not to breathe and not to make any noise. So these things not have eyes? Do they just, like, sense life? Yeah, because that guy's, like, old now. Oh, he's so dead. Oh, what the fuck? Like, yep. Should've done that to start, man. Like, there was no way you were getting him out of there. Or just, you know, carry him off and don't shoot him. Maybe he's saving the bullet. Oh, yeah. Okay. So these guys are saved. What the fuck is that? Oh, that's one of their guys. That thing is cool. What the fuck is that? Is that a baby? What? Okay, so this guy's got like a baby in a little bio pouch. The water and muck is rising and grabbing them. What? What the fuck is happening here? He tried to shoot himself, but it didn't work. What the fuck is going on here? So this is how the player's gonna, like, get a weapon, I'm guessing. What in the hell? He's trying to kill himself. Why? But it's not taking Norman Reedus? I guess it has to, like, touch you before it can affect you. Okay. What the fuck is this? I don't even know. So, basically, what? What is that? Oh, dear God. Okay. Giant creature thing with an, what? Am I supposed to understand anything that's going on right now? What is this? Oh, and we get to the part where Norman Reedus is naked. Yeah. I hate Norman Reedus with long hair, by the way. That long hair look does not work for him. He looked much better in Boondock Saints when he had the short hair. Okay, so he's in water. Is him being in water naked supposed to be like a symbol? It's supposed to be like a reference to the baby? Is that what that's supposed to be? Is that supposed to be like an artistic choice? Like he's trying to make reference to newborn something? That's weird. Oh, is that a whale? Okay, so all of a sudden there's now an ocean here. Bridges something United States. Okay. But Norman Reedus is... But wasn't he just... What? Did Norman Reedus eat the baby? The fuck? What the fuck is this? What is going on here? Ooh, grody. Like bugs in that. And they're all flying up into the into the sky. I feel like this was like Hideo Kojima just comes in and is like, you know what? Fuck it, we're doing this. And his staff is like, but sir, it's like, no, do it. Just do it. Don't even question it. The graphics are insane, I must say. Like, they are really, really good. Down to like the pores and the little teeny tiny like hairs on his face. And there's a bunch of people floating. And now the ocean's gone. And there's a crater.
Once there was an explosion, a bang which gave rise to life as we know it. And then came the next explosion. An explosion that will be our last.
What? What the fuck is going on? Okay, so that was being showed off at the Game Awards. That's why there were people clapping. But What the fuck was that? Okay, all right, I'm gonna try and break this down a little bit. So we have this company that they're with. Let me see if I can find the door because the door actually has the company's logo on it. There was some kind of like company or unit or something. The door was here somewhere. Oh, it was just there. Yeah, Bridges, United States of. Oh, United Cities, not states. United Cities of something. I can't see. So this is like the United States, but it's like a spider web design, and it's all sprawling out from like New York. So is this New York? Is this where the event happened, or is New York like the center? Is that the new capital now? And so the United States is clearly gone because the United Cities of America, I'm guessing that says. So if it's the United Cities, not the United States, then yeah. But there's the water and this. What is happening? All right. So the graphics. You gotta say the graphics are already gonna be good, but it seems that Norman Reedus' character is called Sam, and Sam is part of a group of guys that are trying, I guess, to protect the baby. Right? The baby must have some significance because if we notice here, there's this scene where he gets like jacked, and then there's this guy. This looks like a different guy because like they have their own gear, right? If you notice, they have this thing on their back, or at least he does, and it's like this rectangular, angular design. And then you get to this guy who has a like rounded like flower type design. So this looks like maybe a survivor or a different faction, maybe. Because and then the baby seems to be the center point or the focal point for all of this. It needs to be the center of all this because if you notice in this scene, watch like after he realizes he's gonna die. Yeah, they got him. So now, right, he takes the baby off and he tells Norman Reedus' character to run. Right. So the baby must have some sort of importance. Maybe these creatures are former human beings, and there's like a cure to kill them, or like they can make an agent, but it's only from this thing because this thing's like a hybrid or something. It could be that. I have no idea. So apparently, whatever these things do must be a fate worse than death because this guy, like, he tried to shoot himself, couldn't, and then was like, all right, you know what, and start stabbing himself in the gut to try and die so that these things won't have him. So then there's Norman Reedus is naked. This makes no sense though, because like Norman Reedus is here, he's naked, right, and he's floating, and then you see him here. Oh God, and then you see him here laying on the ground with the ocean, and then you go inside, and for some reason there's a baby inside him, and then everything's dry. He gets up. I guess that was like in his head. The whole floating ocean thing was in his head. And then he's got the baby, right? So you're going to be protecting the baby, I'm guessing. Like you're trying to keep it safe from these creatures that are invisible. So clearly it's weird as fuck, whatever this is. So yeah, it's from what I can ascertain, Sam, which is Norman Reedus' character, is part of a new country or a new collective of cities that has banded together after the the bang that will be our last and all that. Like he was talking about some catastrophic event that then becomes this thing of like invisible monster creatures, and everybody has these little sensors that go off when they're near because they can detect them. But the monsters don't seem to attack, like, because he said don't move and don't breathe, and they seem to be fine. But then the other guy, he was like aging faster during this as well. So he black hair, then he had gray hair, then he had extremely white hair, and he started getting wrinkles. So that was interesting. Like this guy, like, let me go back to the beginning here. So you see this guy, right? If you see him, he's got black hair. And then let's skip forward a bit. I think he even changes in the middle. Yeah, he's changing. Like, he's young. Like, watch his face. He's young. And he's slowly getting older as this is going on. See, he's getting white hair now. He's getting wrinkles. He's getting... Yeah, see? Now he is visibly aged in a matter of seconds. Equivalent to years off his life. Which is crazy. So does that mean that without these suits, if they're, like... if they start dying, they start aging faster? Or if they're like mortally wounded, do they just like have accelerated, age? Or is it because, yeah, he said don't even breathe. So maybe these creatures emit some kind of like toxin that if you breathe it in, you start, aging rapidly. And then there's this thing. Like, what was with the body? Is my question. Like, you got a body with like a gold mask for some reason. Like, I don't know why they would even be transporting a body though. I have no idea. Yeah. Then there's a baby. So that the baby must be like the key to all of this because it seems to be the center point. Oh, it's kind of cute though. Kind of cute. And then so they seem to be wanting to stop these creatures. So that's enough talking about how weird it is. Let's talk about like let me speculate a bit on how gameplay might be in this. Now, from what we remember of Metal Gear Solid, it was a stealth third person like shooter, right? It's supposed to be a stealth action game, and it's gotten more actiony in recent years and less stealth, but you can still do stealth and action and all that. So maybe this is going to be something sort of similar to that, but maybe heavier on stealth because these things, if they find you, they'll kill you. So maybe as Sam's character, you'll have to like if that thing goes off, you have to sit still and wait and wait and move around the creatures, that you can't even see, and you'll have to watch the ground and they knock things over. That could be creepy and that could be cool. Um, so combat could be interesting then because maybe you could get an ability later that like scans real quick and sees them so you can shoot them, or maybe they're just an unbeatable opponent and you're just gonna have to stealth the entire game. That might be a case. Um, I really hope it's a third person cover game and not just a third person game because third person games are nice, but third person really benefits from cover. So think Last of Us. That's what I'm expecting from this sort of a apocalyptic world where you have to sneak around cover and stuff. And I hope it's not always this desolate plain either. I hope it's like they go to actual cities and are in rundown cities and stuff. I think that would be good to have a cityscape in there. What other elements of gameplay could there be in this? There could be maybe a mechanism by which you can distract them. Maybe you can maybe there could be a mechanic where let's just get weird here. If the game wants to get weird, let's get weird. Maybe you can siphon off some of your own health to throw out a life grenade to throw it over there, and it so they sense the blood and go, like a bloodhound, and go get it instead of you, and you can run past them, and then your health will slowly regenerate over time. That could be a thing. I don't know. I feel like this game is just sort of like a pet project for Kojima, and he doesn't really give a shit. Like, not that he's not passionate about his work, but this game feels like it's gonna be one of those things where it's like, what the fuck is this? And what's going on here? And the whole time you're like, why does any of this exist? But I think Kojima, the reason I say it's like a pet project for him is because he's even admitted to how his process works is he basically has a dream journal. And if you don't know what dream journal is when you go to sleep, you wake up, and if you had a dream, you write down as much as you can remember about the dream as fast as possible because you can't, because it's still in there and you want to remember your dream. And so you write down every little detail that you can about it. And so I think he said in one of his interviews, he actually, like, it all started with, like, a dream where he said Daryl Dixon from The Walking Dead, so Norman Reedus, was naked on a beach with a baby. And so he put that in his game, right? And so I think he started the story there, decided, okay, that's weird. Let's actually make this make sense a little bit. So maybe the more trailers we get and the closer we get to release, we're going to have more, we're going to have it make more sense. But yeah, there must be something going on with this breathing, though. Like, cause look, like he's so concerned about this thing being so close to him, he starts covering his mouth. He's like, he's like, I do not want to breathe this in. And if you notice, I think it actually reacted to his blood, so he's getting away from it. He crawls away. Watch the blood on the ground. It steps. See, notice how right here on the that looks like a hand. That looks like a hand as a foot. So maybe these are humanoids. So when it touched his blood, it started burning it. It was kind of like in the thing when it touches the blood, it reacts with heat. So yeah, so it seems to react to life and organisms, but not just normal environment. So maybe these things are designed to hunt life, and these suits are probably there to like hide their biosignatures. That way they can't immediately detect them. But if you make noise or if you know, like start breathing around them, it'll get in your system and like it'll find you. It'll know. I don't know. This is a weird game. It's a weird looking game. I I hope it actually has a good story though, because I'm actually kind of looking forward to this. Now, is this a PS4 exclusive or not? I'm not sure. I think it is a PS4 exclusive. Yeah, because it's PS4. That's a shame because I don't have a PS4. I might have to get one just for this if it's that good, but I don't think it's gonna be that good. I think it's just gonna. I think it'll be a fun game, but not really a fantastic game. I think it'll just be. I think it'll be fun for Kojima fans, and they're like, "Oh, Kojima made another game." You know, that's that. It'll be like Pokemon. You know, it's like it's not that great of a game, but for the people that like it, they like it. You know. Anyway, I've rambled enough on that. So yeah, that was Death Stranding trailer we got at the Game Awards. Let me know what you guys think. Speculate some gameplay, I guess. Try and figure out what kind of game this is gonna be, and what the fuck is going on with Norman Reedus and a baby. And that is about it. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, then do the usual. Like, subscribe, check out my streams. I'll see you guys in the next video. Reap the Rager, signing off.